Hi everybody, and welcome to the Karbala Journal of Medicine. I'm Professor Ali Abdul Hussein Sadiq Al-Janabi, the Editor-in-Chief of the Karbala Journal of Medicine. In this video, I will try to explain how you prepared your manuscript and make it ready to send to the Karbala Journal of Medicine. So what I have now as an author, I have a research, and of course, every journal have a specific style for preparation, and it's difficult to find the two journals similar in the same guidelines. So I must read the guidelines for author in the journal websites and follow the steps to prepare or arrangements my manuscripts to be suitable for this journal. So what should I do now is looking for, this is the, I can see this is the websites of the Karbala Journal of Medicine, and I should look for anything guidelines for authors or instruction for authors. That's mean this section is supposed to contain the information how I make my manuscripts ready or suitable for this journal. So in this part you can see here guidelines for author. So just click on this and it's automatically will be converted to the main page of the information for author. If you move up, you can find information. This is just general information. You don't need for this. So let we start with this subtitle, author guidelines. In this page, and I mean Karbala Journal of Medicine, maybe it is different for other journal, but because we are talking about the specific journal, the Karbala Journal of Medicine. So the design of this website is starting with aim of scopes. You should read this to be sure what type of manuscripts this journal deals with. So you can read it carefully. Is deal with the different type of medicine, internal medicine, medical microbiology, immunology, whatever. So you can read it for you, and just to be sure it's your fields or specialty is suitable for this journal or not. If not, you should looking for different journal and don't waste your time and the journal time, because the journal already accept only in this field. Other subtitle, peer review, this is just for you and to know how the journal deals with the papers. So you can read the information is peer review. That means the manuscript will be read by primarily reading by the editor board before the reviewer, and maybe to check if it is suitable or not for this journal. And as you know, it's a single blind vision. The reviewer cannot see the name of the author or vice versa. So this is just information for you. We will not spend more time because you are free to read this information. Publication ethics and malpractice. This is for ethical. This is important for you before dealing with any journal. You should know what is the ethical approval or ethical matters that the journal deal with. So you can read it. This is not for submission. This is just for you. What is your duty, the editor duty, and what is the duty for author? As you author, what is your duty? So it is a long list. And also for reviewer, So all of this information is just for ethical. Other things, there is information about the language, license. Should be read by you, and just to be sure it's okay. And there is more ethical about authorships. Who should be the author of the manuscript, and how can you deal with author, change to authorship, content. So there is different subtitle. Plagiarism, thus give you an idea if the journal deals with plagiarism or any similarity. Editor standard, so this is different. If you have human, how can you deal with, and which rule shall be followed. And if you deal with animals, if you have any work with AI. So this is general information, as I say, and I will not spend more time with this because it is not for preparation of manuscripts. Copyrights, the journal needs specific copyright, and you can see here, you can read or understand from this section what is the copyright. And if you see here, there's download here, so there's specific copyright for journal, and if you click here, you will download the copyright and fill, then return to the journal. We will see that later. And cover letter, you can write the letters for the journal editors. What's the journal content? It's publish or not? Is the first time or second time, whatever. So all this information is, you can read it carefully, and it's important because you should know what the ethics, what the principle that the Karbala Journal of Medicine deal with. And maybe it's useful for you for other journals, and it's important to include it for the guideline for author, just for sure that you are in the right way when you write a scientific manuscripts or other type of manuscript. So in this 6 submission of manuscript, we will start from this point, and this is important. As I say, I am an author now, and I have a research, and I need to arrangement the research. So let me start from this point. If you complete the requirement of the research, you can submit this your manuscript just by click on this, and there is another fast click later. You can see in the upper bar submission. Also, if you click here, you will convert to the submission page of this journal. So let me return to the submission. Okay, so this is just link for submission, and just keep it. You don't need it now. All you need is how to prepare your manuscript. So let me start. Which type of manuscripts Karbala Journals of Medicine deals with? There are different type of manuscripts. Maybe your manuscript is a research article. You can read the information and determine or identify which type of article that your research should be. So it is even research article or review or case report, and this is just a few information or definition for this title. Maybe letter to editor, this is specific for editor, and the editor board, and it is very few to send by author. It is specific to the editor, so you can choose the one of the 4 or 3 title here and prepare your manuscript. So this is the first step. You should determine which type of research or which type of manuscript you're prepared, and this should be right in the upper part of the first page. Okay, what other things before I start? As I say, I am author now. So checklist before submission. I should check or prepare my files for the research before I start it. Uploaded file. This is very important. This is mandatory. If you be ready for upload your manuscript, you should prepare three main files, or mandatory or obligatory. You must be prepare these files. What are these files? The first file is manuscript with author information. That's mean the author information, the affiliation, anything about the author should be included in the first page, and then the manuscript. So this is the first file. File contain the research, your research with your information or co-author information. The second file is just the research without any author information. Any indicator for author should not be included in this file. So this is a blind file or anonymized without any author information. The third file is just title page. I will show you our sample for these three files. Let we start with title page. This is just a sample for one. This is title page. This is the type of article. It is original article or research article. The title, the author name, the affiliation, and running title corresponding author, whatever. So this is just the title page without any information about the research. The second page is the research with the author name. So all the information of title page included in the first page. Then you can see here the research, starting with the title, abstract, until the end of the research. So this is the second file, the manuscript with the author. The third file is the manuscript without author affiliation or author information. So this just, you can see just the title, abstract, or other sector of the manuscript without any indication for the author. So this is three type of files. That's mean my research will be converted to the three types, and these types should be ready to upload it when I started to submission my manuscripts. Other things, this is mandatory. Other things is not obligatory. If you have, it's okay. If you not, there is no problem. Maybe your research contain figures, cover letter, or other things. So this is depend on the research, and some research doesn't have any figure or doesn't have any addition, supplementary material, so it's okay. So let we focus on these three files. Okay. Other things, there's information should I read before I send my manuscript. There is many notes. The manuscript has been checked for spell and grammar. This is important because you read in the upper section. Language is very important, so you should check it. The second thing is all the references are mentioned in your research, and don't miss anyone. Just check the number of reference. The third thing, copyright. Did you fill the copyright and scan it, and you can send to the journal. If there is a competition of interest, any conflict, any opposite opinion for other people, other organization, you should be mentioned, and also the journal policy should be followed, and this is important. So this is information for you. You should be check, are these information are follow or not. So this is the before you submitted your manuscript. Okay, preparation of manuscript. Now I check the information above. Now, how can I prepare my manuscript? Okay, I know I should have 3 files and 3 different titles. So in this, from this point, we will follow the component of your research. Which one is the first, and which one is the last, and the steps. Okay, let we start. First, you should do with text and table, and this is information you can read it. Copyright also, there is another choice. If you forget or didn't found the link for download, you can find it here again, and you can download the copyright form and fill it and send it to the journal. Other information, manuscript should be clearly double space and in one side, and this information for the page, the margin, and other information should be followed to prepare your page in your PC or in your laptops. And the important things, the journal already uploaded a template. In this link, if you click here, you will download a sample of how can you separate it or distribute it, the information on manuscript. So this is important. In this template, you can just, I will show you. I will click now, and it will be download. So this is just template. Title page, the first one. Which type of, this is just for you. Don't include this title page in your manuscripts, as I show you before. And what you should include it, origin, which type of article. You can see this is a red color. It is not, should not include it in your manuscript. This is just for you, for learning. So all you need is just mention the type of, it is original or review or case report. The second thing, the title of the of your manuscripts, size, and author names, affiliation, and running title. And what we are mean by running title is the short title. The same title, you can make it short. You can see here. I will show you. So this is, I don't need to type the type of article, just typed directly. Origin title, the name, the affiliation of the author, and this is the running title. Running title is just a short title from the main title, short one. And word count, corresponding author. This is corresponding author. This is the author who will be in contact with the journal. So anything need journal about the research, the main contact is with this person. So you should determine which person. If your research have different author, which one of those will be in contact with the journal. So this is the corresponding author. All information, the name, affiliation, email, and this is very important, author contribution, because the research have one or more authors. So those authors, let we suppose we have 2 as this manuscript. Those authors, what they do, what is the main rules for those author to make this manuscript ready to submit it. Which one is conceptualization, which one make the method, which one format analysis, and you should just write the first letter of the name and username or last name. You don't need to write the full name, just the first letter. For example, this AAA is the first name of Ali Abdul Hussein Saad. So AL-Janabi, AAA. So I don't need to write the full name. And if there is two persons in the same title, for example here, formal analysis and investigation, AAA and MN. MN, that's mean the second author Muslim name. So this is important, and this is included in the title page. Okay, let we return. So this is the sample. You can follow this information in the template, and you can see here, this is the author contribution. So this is the title page. If you finish, okay, then start with the manuscript without author. Also, you can add here the title of manuscript, but there is no author information, just the title page. And this is important. In template, you can see line, all the manuscript line, I mean these numbers, and you can line it automatically from the Word, Microsoft, and this is important also for preparation your manuscript. Abstract. So different information, we will mention that when we deal with the website. Okay, so this is the template. This is easy. Content of manuscript. Also in this section you can see which main subtitle of your, or which the main component of your manuscript. Also repeated the template. If you miss this, you can see it here. This is just for help you to prepare the manuscript in the right way. Okay, so title page. Let we start with the first page. Now I have research, and the first page is title page of my research, and I show you what is the component of title page. If you forget, you just click on template, you will remember. So title page, what should include? The type of manuscript is original, review, whatever. Title of articles or manuscripts, name, affiliation of the authors, and running title, author, contribution. So all of these should be included in the title page. Don't forget, this is just one page. ORCID maybe for corresponding author or email or address. Okay. So this is just explain to these, and I explain it. The other thing, so the first one is title page, and author contribution. This is just to remember you how can you prepare the author contribution, because it is important. Most of authors send it her or she or him manuscripts to the journal forget to include author contribution. So the journal focus on this, and it's important to prepare it. Also, there is information this section, author contribution, just in the title page. Don't include it in the manuscripts, specifically or especially the announced manuscript. The manuscript without author. The file of manuscript without author should not contain the author contribution, because it will be sent to the reviewer, and we don't need the reviewer know who are the author of this manuscript. So be careful about that. Don't include author contribution to the manuscript without author. So this is the design. You can easy, just you can copy this and prepare the arrangement in your manuscript. Okay, so this is the first title or title of page, and it's finished. Now the second title or second page. The second page contains the abstract, and the abstract is structural abstract. For this journal, maybe different journal doesn't need a structural abstract, but Karbala Journal of Medicine need to make your abstract structural. The subtitle is as follows. It started with background, methods, result, and conclusion. In background, you can include the aim of the study. You don't need to separate it as objective or aim of study. you can include it with background. The last line of background is contain the aim of study, the method, the short results and conclusion. The most important thing for abstract, besides structural abstract, the whole number of words should not more than 250 words. So all the abstract count is 250 words or less. Don't make it 251 or 252. Just 250, that's enough. And if it less, it's okay, there's no problem. But don't make it longer than 250 words. And it's easy, you can do with that from your words, Microsoft. So the abstract is should be prepared in these subtitles, and I will show you now in this sample. This is the first or title page. This is supposed to be the manuscript with author and all information included. Then the abstract, it's prepared to add the same title again here. The abstract is background, methods, result and conclusion. Then the keyword, and if you count all of these, it's supposed to be less than or equal to 250 words. Don't make it more. Okay. Other things, keywords. Keywords is the main key for your manuscripts. Maybe numbers of keywords is important. The journal asks you no more than 7 keywords. So you have the choice, maybe less 7, but don't make it more than 7. And keywords you can choose from the title, or you can choose the words, the main words from your manuscripts. So the location is just under the abstract. Then after that, you will prepare the main text. So until this point, what did we have? I am the author now. I prepare the title page. Then the second page contains the abstract, of course the title and abstract and the keyword. Okay. The third page includes the other section of the manuscript. What are these sections? It started with introduction, materials and methods, results and discussion. So this is the main subtitle of the manuscripts. And you can see here the journal give you an definition for each of these title or subtitle. Introduction, what is concluded, materials or methods, and result, discussion. What I want to focus on is the materials and methods. This is important because most of research received by the Karbala Journal of Medicine contain the patient and sometimes microorganism or organism. So the journal give you the explanation how can you prepare your manuscripts. For example, if you contain the patient, you should put a title patient, and this section should include the study design, the geographical location and the date, and inclusion, exclusion criteria, and also ethical approval. So these may be helpful for you to write, not even to arrangement, maybe to write your patient section and make it very clear for the readers. Ethical approval is important, and I will show you later what is included. So materials, result, discussion. The other subtitle, conclusion. If you have acknowledgement for any person help you, or you need to give him a special thanks, you can add it here. Then statement and declaration. This arrangement is very important. Let we repeat it again. Main text, I finished keyword. Start with introduction, materials and methods, and then results, discussion, conclusion. I cannot make conclusion before the result or result after the discussion. By the way, you can see here discussion result is separated from discussion. Some type or someone of author write the result and discussion. This is not allowed for Karbala Journal of Medicine. Result should be separated from discussion. Okay, then conclusion and acknowledgement. The last one after the conclusion or acknowledgement, it's important to include the statement and declaration. What is a statement and declaration? This section included different information and it is mandatory. It's important. The manuscript will be not received or processed in the journal unless you complete this section. So what does this section contain? This section contains the funding. If the manuscript have any specific fund or money or from organization of any person, you should mention here. If not, you can write just the research there is no funding for this research. Conflict of interest also you should mention. If you have any conflict with anyone, any organization should mention. If not, you can just write that this is the in bold. The author declared that have no conflict of interest. Other thing, ethical approval. Your research should be have ethical from your organization or specific place, just like your college, your institute, and this ethical approval you can read it is should be with ethical standard and with declaration of arsenic, and you should mention that. And you can see sample of different ethical approval in different research. The other subtitle, patient consent. Did you have the writing form from the patient? If you have, so you should mention that in this section. So this is the arrangement of statement and declaration. And to be clear about this section, I will show you again from our sample. Now this is the discussion, conclusion, and this is the statement and declaration. Funding. This research has no funding, conflict of interest, and just be careful about the arrangement, starting with funding, then conflict of interest, if you have or not, the author, ethical approval or procedure, for example, can be followed according to the, and you can see here the date of approval and the location. Sometimes it's important to mention which location is college of what, or it's organization of health director, for example. Patient consent. Did you have the consent form from the patient? This is important. The ethical, because you cannot deal with patient without take his or her permission. If there's a data for your research, so this is the statement and declaration. And just to remember, you can see here this manuscript is number line. These lines of number. This is important because when we send this manuscript to reviewer, it will be easy to mention which part is important to change or have any note, and also to follow by the author for response. Okay, so now this is the arrangement of your manuscripts. Other things, after this statement, you should mention the reference. And the reference style in Karbala Journal of Medicine is use the number in the square bracket. What is square bracket? You can see this is the journal give you an example. This is the example for the reference. So any reference in the text, within the text, should be in number. Don't try the follow, don't write the author and the year of publication as other journal required. The Karbala Journal required you to make reference in number and square bracket, and don't make the bracket round bracket. It is a square. You can see this example. If you have 1, just give the number, and of course it will be should start with reference number 1, 2, 3, 4 until the end of your reference list. If you have a closed number, for example 5, 6, you just put M dash between these number. If it is far, for example this, so 1 to 6 is okay. Now 9, so there is a gap between these. Just put a comma, then the reference. Some, as I see before, some researchers, when he has or she has order reference, for example 5, 6, they put 5, 6. No, it is not right. Just 5, dash, then the next number. So if you forget, this is the example for you, and this is more close to the Vancouver style. Reference list is just the number, which is number 1, number 2, and how can you prepare? Just as I say, it is close to Vancouver style. And you can see here example, how can you write your reference? The author name, last name, and after the author name, then the title of the reference, the journal, and volume, year, whatever. The most important thing you should keep it's if you have 6 author for the reference, it's okay. If they are more 6, just mention the 6th one, the 6th first one, then follow with etal. Don't need to write all the author. If so, this is just choice for if you have more than 6. If less, just mention all the author. That's enough. So this is the example for reference list. So about the reference, within the text, it's number in bracket, square bracket, and if you write the reference list, just make it according to the number. Let me show you, return to our example. This is the reference, number 1, 2, 3, whatever, author name. If there are more, this is supposed to be 6 author, then etal. So the title and title of the reference, then the journal number. So this is the mistakes. This is supposed to be 6. Then you mention the other etal. Article BDOI, if the reference have DOI number, so you can make it. So this is information about the reference. What I want you to be focused is just use the number between square, and when you write just don't make, for example, the year after the author name. No, the year is supposed to be after the journal name. So be careful about this if you want your manuscripts go faster, and don't be late. Okay, other things after the reference is the tables. So the tables should not included within the results of the manuscript. It must be after the reference. So collect all your tables and move it to be after the reference. And the table, this is information how you to make the table. Place on separated page at the end of reference. This is the note for you. Just to remember, you collect the tables to be the last one after the reference. If you have figures, in figures, the most important thing is just separated the figures in separated file. Don't include the figure in your manuscript file. Just don't. It is unlike the table. Table you can include it, but after the reference. But figures, no, you can upload it in the website of the journal as a separate file. For example, as GPG, TIFF. This is the format of figure, and this is the note within the manuscript, and this is important for figure. But what you have included in the manuscript, the figure legends after the table. If you have figure, you can write this figure legend. That means the title of your figure, just the title without the figure. The figure is, as I say, it's in separated file, but the title you can include it in the manuscript under the title figure legends. Let me show you this. This is the reference, and this is the figure legends. It is just the title, and the reference and the figures is uploaded in separated file. The figures also must be very clear. It not less than 300 dpi. To contract size also mentioned. So you must prepare your figure in this and follow this information just to make your figures is very clear. So let we check again what my manuscripts section include, starting with title page, the first page, title page, and this is the content of title page. Okay, then the abstracts and the keywords, main text that include the introduction, materials and methods, results and discussion, and each one what it contains. Then after that, statements and declaration, reference and table, and as I say, figures is just the legends of the figures, and that's the title of figures, not the figures. This is also unit abbreviation. If you should be careful about the unit of metric unit included, and if you use a specific word with abbreviation, the first place you write the word, just put the abbreviation, then you can use it without the full name. So abbreviation is important for any words. You should write the full name in the first, then use the abbreviation freely in all the text. Other thing, there is suggest a reviewer. The journal asks you to suggest at least 2 reviewers. You can see a minimum of two potential reviewers. You can find there is a space in when you're sending your manuscript. The journal asks you to give information for at least 2 reviewers. You can suggest any reviewer, and of course you have the name, the email, and the affiliation of this reviewer. If you put just one, you cannot submit your manuscripts, so you need to prepare 2 reviewers. Maybe you can add it more than 2, it's up to you. It's okay, there's no problem, but at least you should have 2 reviewers. The most important thing the journal tell you, lastly, the reviewer must be not included any of the editor team of the journal. So you cannot choose any editor team as a reviewer, because this is the job of the journal. This is not your duty. So avoid to use any editors from the Karbala Journal of Medicine as a reviewer. Then the journal told you how can the reviewer selection for paper, and this is just for you to know who will select the reviewer and how can the process of the Karbala Journal of Medicine. Now I prepared, as a reviewer I prepared my manuscripts according to her, just to remember you again, because important. I should prepare 3 files: title page, manuscript with author, and manuscripts without author. And all of these, and if I have figure also, I can make it as a separated file, GPG or anything of figure preparation. Okay, so after acceptance, if your manuscript sent and after reviewer it's accept, you can read here what happened next. And this is just for you can read it carefully, and I don't need to spend a lot of time for this because this is just for you. What I need to know, what I need you to know, that's how to prepare your manuscript. There is another information about the bear charge or checklist for author. This is the checklist. If you finish, you can check your preparation. The submission has not been previously published. This is important. Is open office. You should be prepared in Microsoft Words, not as PDF or any fixed. And this is just information for you. I think this important, and that's what I have for you to how prepared your manuscripts. If you forget anything, just check it again from these websites, and you can also download one of the last article published by the journal, and you can see the arrangement, and maybe there is a different, you can see the table within the text, but when you submit your manuscript you should for example include the table after the reference list. That's what I have for you, and I hope it's enough to make your submission easy. It's very easy, don't worry, and just read simply and prepare your manuscript. If you do that, I give you guarantee there is no delayed or any missing for the editor board of the Karbala Journal of Medicine. Thank you very much and good luck.